Oh, hi. We are in the Savage Labyrinth. We're at the start of the last bracket of floors. Am I trying to finish before Alan? I think I'll beat him because I'm pretty close to the end, but it would be nice. We might be able to finish it tonight, but first I'm going to try and take a crack at this here Savage Labyrinth. You can see that I got a little bit of extra stuff off screen while I was grinding out money. I'm down to needing just 3 of the Triforce charts interpreted, and I'm pretty close to having enough money to do that. But I also picked up the empty bottle from the submarine off of Bomb Island. I filled out the sea chart, which I'll show in a moment, and I picked up a few pieces of heart. In fact, 4, I believe, getting us a full new heart container. And yeah, let me go ahead and show you all this entire map. I've spoken to the fish at every location. I mean, it's been a while since I've streamed this, but I did do a couple of streams of it recently. I want to say 3 total, maybe 2. Yeah, because getting the Triforce charts, that was broken up into 2 streams, and then the Wind Temple, so yes, there's been a bit of a gap. And I see we got a bunch of these imps here. That's... As you can tell, that's not exactly the greatest thing, because even with us whipping around like crazy over there, they were still able to poke us into the thing. Jump scare? Is there... Well, like, I guess maybe some of it could qualify as such, but, sudden noise. Ooh, that's a lot of these chuckleheads. Oh, this I am not a fan of. Can I bomb these shoes? Bomb shoe. Wait. That's a stun, that's not a kill. That's a shame, but I'll take a stun. Oh, well, to be fair, I'm starting up even later than I usually do tonight. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this, but I ended up having such a good run of the Savage Labyrinth so far that I figured, you know what, hell with it, I'll stream the rest of this, if nothing else. Okay, so we definitely got some of the chews with that bomb. Is it just the red ones? I guess maybe it does do damage to them, and it's like just smaller than the sword. To be fair, I'm not very good at like hashing out mentally how attack damage and everything works in this game. Floor switch. I know that this is like something that should be pretty ill-advised, but we're gonna have to... Oh, hello, boys! Yikes! Ooh. Hey, what was I still locked onto? Was I locked onto his smoke puff? That's not it. That ain't it, Chief. Well... Oh, he just wants to give me money. I have been able to steal hearts and magic from the, from enemies with the grappling hook, so... It's not completely worthless to do that. You also steal the unique treasures from these guys, so... the bokoblins, right? These are the bokoblins in this game, right? I feel like this is the first game where that enemy name actually showed up, actually. Like, I know the moblins were in all the way back in the original Zelda, and we've seen the moblins here and there in this very dungeon. There are the dudes, the big old spears. We clear this room out now. There's a lot of these chuckleheads going around. Ah! Not what I wanted to do, game. We're getting pretty close to done with this room, I think. Anyway, if for some reason you don't have enough joy pendants, this is the place to come to get them. But you need those really only for the Cabana deed, so, like, why you wouldn't have that many at this point is very odd of a thing to think about. Is that everybody? Okay, good, it is, because otherwise, I think we got rid of all the torch-wielding dudes, so finding the rest of our quarry in here, our quarry, our rock and rollers, is not gonna be easy. And speaking of not easy, I don't like this room. Alright, so here's Big Boner coming in. Also, yes, that's the first time I've ever seen that animation, I think, where if you hit them with something that stuns them, their head spins around and they just punch themselves in the side of the skull to right it. I kind of love it. I don't really love getting swept by two of these fuckers that... Oh my god, why? And that's why I'm not a fan of that. Okay, I don't remember being able to do this. Alright, if the Mace Master wants to really put in the work for us there. Alright, can we get this fellow before he reassembles? No. I guess you could say we were boned there. Don't get too close to the Redeads. Because, remember that singularly, the Redeads are quite simple, because they basically come to you. It also helps when the big Stalfos had been doing damage to one of them. Just don't get yourself surrounded by the basically just an old school internet screamer creature here. Do not get yourself surrounded and you'll be set to go. Let's take down this last goofus. Oh wow, they didn't make us wait for the corpse to time out this time. On the earlier floors where I saw them for the Earth Temple set, they did. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? We've got 2 Dark Nuts and 3 Moblins, it looks like. Unfortunately, we're not in a great place to just do the usual separate one out and, you know, do the thing. Gotta keep them separated. Ain't that right, Dexter Holland? I think that's his name? Aw, dang it. Alright, so we've managed to denude one of the armored fellas here. Lag, please. How is the game slowing down because it was pissed about the concept of getting all of the, everything hit at once, apparently. Also, I think this is the first time we're seeing it, but yes, the enemies can pick up enemy weapons from other enemies. So you've got a Dark Nut holding one of the spears, which is kind of amazing looking. And I do appreciate it. In a way, it kind of makes them seem like they'd be more skilled, right? Like, oh hey, they know how to fight with every kind of weapon. Oh, he was not amused. I still swear, those guys' jaws make them look like Captain Quark from Ratchet & Clank. Maybe I should play a Ratchet & Clank game, but odds are that the next thing I'll be playing is not one of those. Can we break this? Not with that. How about a bomb? Can we bomb these? Or are they just here for decoration? Cause no, they're just here for decoration. I could swear that the ones that we fought in... Oh, never mind. Unfortunately, they don't drop any items. Shit, that sucks. I could have sworn that the ones in that place, Stonewatcher Island, I think it was. I could have sworn that those... Let me try to piece some words together here. I could have sworn that those dropped items. Ow. Oh, what? I can do that? Okay, that's weird. Indeed, Lethal, the race is on. How are you, by the way? Considering it's like 9 o'clock over here and you usually stream at like 6 or 7 my time or something, it kind of feels to me like you're up really fucking late to see this. Which, you know, I appreciate that. Let it never be said that I don't. Also, because I did not mention it, I believe this is the first time we see these black armor Dark Nuts. They're pretty cool looking. I like them. Oh, it's just 8 p.m. in Colorado? Okay. Gotcha. Well, shame about feeling wiped out. That always sucks. I've been known to hit a wall or 2 or 20 at various points. And we got a lot of bomb flowers. We're gonna have to... just be careful of some skeletons. Oh, that's definitely a shame. I'm very sorry that you're, you know, you feel like that so regularly, my guy. Alright, so... let's see if we can get the rest of the items from these 3 and... Distraction! Oh, wow! That is more effective than I thought it would be. I'm doing okay. I've had better days, but, you know, I've felt worse, too. On the downside, while I was out biking earlier today, the chain came off the back end of the bike, and so I ended up having to walk my bike back home after I've been biking for a reasonable length of time, and that's not fun. I'll put it that way. Also, I was informed that a record that I pre-ordered recently is going to take a little while longer to get here than I'd hoped it would, because they have not manufactured the copies of it yet. I was supposed to receive a special edition version of the new Blue Oyster Cult album on October 9th, and now it probably will not be October 9th anymore when I get it. Which, you know, that sucks. But also, what can you do? I can't exactly go down to the record manufacturing plant and just be like, hey, make my fucking record, assholes. However, I do still get a digital copy of the album on the day of release, so, you know, I get to hear it. I feel we need more cowbell and ain't gonna be there yet. Yeah. That's something we all need in our lives a little more right now, and unfortunately, manufacturing plants just said, we're not gonna do it for you. Alright, so this guy has an exposed head, so we can kind of actually try to get things from him. Okay, well, I'll take one heart. That's a start. So should I deal with the one who's like in full body armor right now? Yeah, let's get to the buffer item, which is really what it is at this point. And there's our fairy going off. These guys have some very strong AI in terms of, like, you know, keeping you pinned here, because, damn, I've taken... Will you fuck off and let me get a counterattack here? Come on. I sincerely wish that I had gone and counted how many floors I've been through. Oh, it's a great fight because they're like actually tough and stuff, but damn the. Also, wow, I kind of don't think I realized I could get hit by those flamethrowers. It's kind of embarrassing. But you see, this clump of these guys is just brutal. I may have to tap out in terms of Savage Labyrinth here, if we're not at the very end. Which this does not look like the final anything here. I did try to get more fairies coming in here. I have only used the one, and oh no, there's a chest. Okay, never mind. I did that save unnecessarily. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reward for completing the entire Savage Labyrinth feels a little small, but, you know, the real reward was the gobs and gobs of cash that we got out of it. You know? And a piece of heart. Both of those are fairly real rewards. But yes, if you've never done that before, there you go. That's what you get. What? What am I gonna buy with all these refractors? Well, I've got to go pay a slave driver to translate some maps for me once I remember where my boat is. Come on, Link. Why can't you just swim? Why can you not be operating on OOT water capabilities? I would just swim all the way to Tingle Island. I would subject you all to me dodging sharks for 10 hours. Because I think it would probably end up being hilarious. And once I get that, there's some stuff I can buy at Rockspire Island, I think, is the place, from the beetle in the coconut helmet. I don't think it's a coconut, but I'm going to call it a coconut helmet from now on anyway, just because... Excuse me, that's a good name for it. I guess we gotta change the direction of the wind. And north is good enough. Not to be confused with Norm of the North, a very not good movie. You know, I should probably put the grappling hook on the other icon because we're not going to be doing much more than sailing around, fiddling with our conductor's baton. Is that what they're calling it now? And trying to crane things out of the bottom of the ocean. Is that what they're calling that now? Alright, Green Man. Also, enjoy the sound going into your ears. I feel like I should... I'm actually going to mute the emulator for a brief moment while I translate the last two. Just so that way your eardrums don't fucking hate you. On the other hand, I've only muted it in OBS, so I still hear it. And soon I'll just wish I couldn't. And I guess to any kids in the audience, if you have tinnitus now, and you played this game when you were a child, that's why! So, what we're looking for now is the place that I just described the name of. Rockspire Island, I think it was. Oh, I thought that was Northern Ferry and Northern, and Eastern Ferry right next to each other, and I was about to be like, what the fuck? I clearly don't remember a ton about the world map here. Okay, so let's go find Helmet Beetle and find out how much it costs to buy the items from him. Ooh, glowing spot. I'm gonna try to grab that. I think we overshot that. I believe we overshot that. In fact, I believe that so strongly that I'm going to start doing this. Alright, so we're just gonna cruise until the ring becomes visible again. And then we're gonna line ourselves up a little better here. And I feel like this might be about where we can start trying to do it. Got it! I was about to say, the problem is I started trying to do this on stream. And that's what's going to end in disaster for me. But thank goodness it did not. Hey, I'll take a 50. Because I've got a bad feeling that both of the items that that Helmet Beetle are going to sell us are going to be grossly expensive. As in, like, I can't afford either of them levels of grossly expensive, but we will see when we get there. I've also got a couple of these watchtower things here. No, not that kind of watchtower. But we can deal with those if we want. Okay, where's Rockspire compared to where we're at? Because surely the big bad Beetleborg is going to be hanging out around the island itself, yeah? Like, imagine him just paddling that shop ship out in the middle of the big ocean like, hey, yeah, let me try and get some customer seagulls here. Oh, how about those Octoroks that shoot fucking bombs? Those sound like... They sound like the ideal market. Don't they? It's a lot harder to stop this fucker than it looks. Right. Stop! Stop the fucking boat. There we go. Alright, so what do you got going on here? The Masked Beetle. Young person that I've never seen before! Shop will close in just 7 more days. 500 rupees. Jesus Christ, you fucking ripoff merchant! What is in that mask? Does it just make you evil? 950 for a fucking piece of heart, dude? Are you... Actually, you know what? Never mind evil. Are you drunk? So we're gonna go and fuck with those towers real quick and see if maybe they've got some money laying around. I want at least the bottle. The piece of heart, like 950 is garbage price for that. I'm not even gonna try. That's... You guys remember the shop scrub from OOT who gives you a piece of heart for 10 rupees? How do they have better, like... How are they more fairly priced than Beetle in a fucking coconut mask? Okay, you've got me there. The shop scrubs are not exactly smart individuals. So, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh boy, there's monsters here. Who would have guessed? It's, some of these chunguses. And there's a chest. I'm going to guess that it is far more likely to be a sea chart, actually, but maybe it'll be some cash. Maybe it'll just be a quick 50 I'd rather have 100, but a 50 will do. Otherwise, I gotta figure out, like, a good place to get money from. 20. Actually, that's fine. That will get us a bottle. All right, where is the masked merchant here? Yikes. Nice overshoot. Well, I guess we might try to head him off a little bit here. Again, this is really hard. Just pull up to the landmass, sir. Sir, stop the boat. Okay, there we go. You just gotta ram him like we're Paul Watson and he's a whaleboat. All right. Take that. Curious to say anything. What's it? 900. Bye. Not that I would bother with a treasure chart, but still. That's pretty big. I bet it just leads to like a 200 rupee or something. At that price anyway. Okay. So, now we start on the fun thing here. And by fun thing, I mean me hitting the wrong button several times. We go find the incredible chart. And this is going to tell us where these things are. So there's one to the south. And it will be very obvious where it's buried right up until we've got to crane it out of the sea. And I think that this is just going to be to the south of Great Fish Island, if I remember correctly. I think I saw this as one of the charts that got translated properly earlier on. But do not take my word for it. And that is also something that I did off stream, so Technically, we don't know that yet. There is some interesting stuff you can do here. I just haven't done most of it, and we're probably not going to do most of it because I do want to wrap this up. Just because I've spent a lot of time on this, and I don't know where a lot of the secret shit is just in general, and I don't want to spend too much time pulling out guides and stuff. Oh, is the line going to disappear when we get this close? Okay, so I think... Wow, this is a thing to control, that's for sure. Okay, so on the upside, we can have that setup going where we can look at... Well, unfortunately we can't pull up the full mini-map there, but we can start to see us getting up alongside this thing. Little more. Thanks a lot. That's not what I wanted to do. We're gonna have to probably tighten our circle a little bit here. Yes, by the way, it is a little hard to hear, but you can hear a little bit of a craning sound when your thing is going down in the water. Okay, so this should be a good spot to grab it. Yes, indeed. Unless we're about to get a chest containing an old boot. Which would be very silly. We got a Triforce shard! Need 7 more shards to form a complete piece of the Triforce. Yes, indeed. That is very correct. Okay, so that... is Gale Island, perhaps? I think Gale Island is one that has that, right? Four to the... Yeah, it's 4 to the... Okay, yes. So... let's go to Windfall Island. Yep, I've got some bad news for my viewers. This is going to be basically the entire stream, is me trying and floundering a little bit at a lot of this stuff. So if you don't like that, you may wish to run away now. Get a bit of lag there. Sure is. You know, actually, we can get the last bottle here, I think, which will be great because... I don't have a ton of health. So then I can stock fairies and just be like, hey, yeah, let me take these hits on the chin constantly. And just, you know, I can make up for my bad play. It's genius, I tell you. Also, while we're here, let's do this real quick. Also, yes, the Song of the Winds is the Song of Time, I think. And the Song of Passing is also, the Song of Passing is the Sun Song, obviously. Hey, you. Alright, so we talked to her, and then I believe once we get far enough away, he's gonna go try to go raid the safe, I think. Maybe she won't. Maybe the game's like, oh, you haven't done something yet, so... can I duck into the potion shop? Will that make her think I'm not there? Actually, we're at the potion shop, right? I've got something for this man. Sir, would you like some blue stuff? $15. Well, never mind. I thought I got enough of those. Maybe I did not. Shit. The blue chews have a thing where they don't spawn a lot. Like, they only spawn once or twice each or something. Okay, she's going the other way, I see. Is she stuck on something? Looked like she was. Alright, so basically, we set her going, and now we've got to play Metal Gear for a little bit here. Except we don't have, like, chafing grenades or anything to help deal with anything here. And again, there's nothing that would need chafe, so... By the way, I do want to point out for anybody who's, like, watching this is, like, it's chaff grenades, dumbass. I know. I know that it's chaff grenades. I've been calling them chafing grenades for a very, very long time. And then Alan made the chafing grenades joke in a stream. Okay, that just kind of sucked because I couldn't see where she was. Awesome. I may have to reset the date. I may have to reset the clock now. That's that sucks because that camera angle was kind of garbage. I think I'm gonna just want to head her off elsewhere. All right, Potion Man, take me by the hand. And apparently you don't know how to make blue potion from 9 bits of jelly. Alright, so we go this way. Alright, let's talk to her again to start it up. Alright, yeah, we get it. And she's going to go all the way around town to get to Mr. Man's safe over here. The parka guy, whose name I do not remember at all. So to deal with this issue, let's say you can see her down there, and then the camera angle is just like, huh? Thank you, sir, but I'm actually out here tracking someone down. I'm starting to realize this is starting to sound like I'm stalking this kid. That's not my intention whatsoever. Even if I'm, like, standing up here at a weird angle. Alright, there she is. I can see her blonde hair. Are you seriously going to come this way to deal with this? Why is this kid taking the worst path possible to get at the fucking shopkeeper's safe? Nobody is there. It's midnight. The guy's wearing a parka. He's probably, like, out trying to find it. There we go. Alright, so... I haven't stolen anything! Well, yet. I actually kind of like this kid, and we get a free bottle for our efforts, so, you know. It's terrible. That's kind of funny. Wow, I'm glad that Link can be a huge dick. Unfortunately, no. I've got 4 Roop, if that helps. Most importantly, we've got 4 empty bottles, and this feels like the first Zelda game that I've played in a very long time, other than a randomizer, where I've had all 4 bottles. There's always one bottle, it feels like, that is a complete rat bastard to get. Anyone out there remember the horseback ghost shooting in OOT? Because I sure do. Which, I mean, that's not the worst thing ever. I think it's the largest quiver that you get for 1,500 points for the horseback archery game is probably the worst thing in the game, but there definitely were quite a few things in OOT that were pretty mean, and that was one of them. Okay, did we stop soon enough to grab this? No, we're gonna have to... do a little bit of a cruise around here, and grab us probably like 10 Roop or something, I don't know. It's not gonna be a huge item, but I'll take some freebies. And again, give me a little practice on trying to get those Triforce pieces. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I'm saying excuse me anyway. 20 Roop! Yeah, we can buy 2 of those terrifying looking pears. 20 rupees, Pog! Hey, how's it going there, NPP for life? NPP? Shit, do I actually not... I guess I didn't put Pog in this channel at any point. Did I put... I probably put, like, Pogi or something in here instead. Let me take a look. Oh, yeah, I put POG. Of course I did. All the variants on Pog that are on FFZ are really fucking silly looking. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. That's always nice to hear. Crescent Moon. Oh, fuck me. I forgot Gale Island is straight north of Windfall. I'm a fool. I'm doing okay, though. As you can see, we are finally getting around to wrapping this up. I ran into a video game that really touches on some of my interests, but I might end up playing it on stream, so I'm a little torn on that, but we'll see that in the future, I guess. Fine, I'm gonna switch this to north just to get more speed. Yeah, overall, pretty good. You know, been worse. I gotta fix my bike. Whatever, that's minor. Okay, so we're going perpendicular to the wind here, which is not great, but it's a lot better than trying to go against the wind, that's for sure. And we're gonna deal with this boat here. The only way I know how. With cannons. And not really having the world's greatest aim. But we got it in, like, less than 10, so that's good. Oh, I'm hearing that noise. Pull to a stop, pull to a stop, pull to a stop. Alright. Switch. I was about to say, where the fuck? But I realized that I just massively overshot it because, yes. The beams of light disappear unbelievably early with the Triforce charts. Which is something that I completely forgot. Because, like, I remember, oh yeah, you get close to the rings and they disappear. I figured they'd go easier on you for the Triforce charts, but no, they do not. This is, that's me hitting the wrong button for a starter, but the extent to which they, really go hard on you with this is some... I've ruined the joke at this point. I was going to say, this is some good old-fashioned Mortal Kombat 3 style brutality, but, if I keep choking out like that, it shouldn't even bother saying it. Incidentally, I don't think anybody just chokes anybody to death in a Mortal Kombat game. Not ridiculous enough. Alright, 6 more charts to go. So, let's look at chart number 3 is... I don't know where that is. And looking at that is not going to help. Let me do this the slightly smarter way, and... actually double check this. Get an idea. Alright, top right corner, and then everything bottom half. Stone Watcher Island? I believe it is. That is gonna be somewhere else. Okay, that does look like Stone Watcher Island, so I am going to assume that it is Stone Watcher Island. Which is going to just be one to the side of a place we can warp? I think? No. The closest place for us is to go to the Southern Fairy Island and go to the northwest. Although while I'm here, I can fill up my bottles. Because the one thing that I remember for sure about the final dungeon of this game is that there's a boss rush. And this is one of the... I believe this is the only Zelda, at least to this point, that has just a straight-up boss rush to it. Well, I mean, I guess there's... You get the bosses of the first half in Link to the Past. But that's not a full game boss rush, which is probably fine because some of those hit you like a truck. Like, I definitely don't want to be sitting there fighting Blind and then Cold Stare and then Vitreous with no break between. Not to mention the other 4. 4? Yeah. Plus, I think one of them needs magic aside from Trinex, and that's just kind of cruel to make you do all of those in a row. Thank goodness they appear to... Thank goodness they don't. Yeah, that would just be, like, really, really mean. I remember the back half of Link to the Past being really hard. And, like, I suck all kinds of ass at Ganon in Link to the Past. But, like, wow, that would just be... That would be overkill, man. Man. But we got ourselves a full set of fairies, because I think I'm going to end up needing them. So... Stone Watcher Island is... actually basically just straight northeast from here. It ain't a short trip, but it's pretty straightforward. Always been garbage at Zelda, better at Mario. I think that's definitely true of me as well. I mean, I'm pretty terrible at 3D platformers just in general, and like any 3D action game, I'll suffer at least a little bit. Seagulls. I was worried it was the Kargaroks coming in again to give me some of that sheep noise. That rain had me worried for a second because I was like, oh, am I going to get hit by is there going to be a big Octo show up here at the very end of things? Just like, hey, buddy. And speaking of which... That's how I feel about your bombs there, boat. Trying to dodge them is quite irritating, and I shouldn't do it. Oh! Got slam dunked. However, I'm trying to time between their shots. Instead of doing the smart thing and just taking out the boats, I'm gonna do the silly thing. The end result is the same, though, so yeah. Alright. Only need 5 more. And then I get blasted in the face for my efforts. That's an island that I saw earlier, but I forgot which one it is already. Bird's Peak. Not the Forest Haven. Oh, is it? Is it really just buried out front? Wow. That's kind of great that it's literally buried right in front of Outset Island. That's number 4. We are halfway there. I'm not gonna sing Bon Jovi because, you know. I don't know how to properly trim down. The Triforce quest gives me despair to fit the phrase "living on a prayer." You know, too many syllables. That's Cliff Plateau Isles. So let's set our wind direction for west first. That way I have that in my mind. And then we teleport out to the Forest Haven. See, thank goodness that aside from like Stonewatcher Island, all of these are pretty distinctive looking. So it's not just like, oh yes, right out in the middle of the open ocean next to this stupid little sandbar that we're claiming as an island now. They didn't go too over the top with it. I'm not saying this part of the game is great, but it could have been even worse. Very disorienting. Yeah, okay. You never finished the game? That's okay. I remember the end game being pretty good, but not this part of it. The part after this. I also remember it, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, that I think this is one of the very few Zeldas with like a full boss rush. This is the part you stopped at. I can't blame you for that, and I don't think anybody else here could either. Because, wow. Someone thought this was a good idea. Also, I'm really starting to notice that the interface is, like, not remembering very well what Triforce chart I'm on when I toggle in and out of the C charts. And that is pretty awful. Like, that is definitely a thing that I would be like, you need to make that work better. And that makes number 5. Only need 3 more. So where is chart number 6? That's one of the Triangle Islands. That's going to be the lowest one. Southern Triangle Island, which is one to the right of Stonewatcher Island. Southeast Tower of the Gods. Straight north from the Southern Fairy Island. Let's get what I do here. There are indeed some sharks, but thankfully they all just freeze in place while I'm sitting here playing around with the Wind Waker. I'd say, I guess out of respect, but I highly doubt that. Just, oh, please make it stop! Or, I can't hear this music, what is going on? Okay, so zoom in. Alright, so we want to diverge slightly to the west here in order to center ourselves in the next square. And we get some crows. Crows. Seagulls. Those are like the exact opposite of crows. Can you imagine confusing a seagull for a crow? Also, these things are fucking huge, by the way, and and I'm really noticing it for the first time. Crow gull. I'll accept it. Folks are thinking this through better than I am. Like, why are these things so big? They already look really goofy, but then they made them huge. And it's like, you're fucking kidding me right now, right? They're not amused by my bullshit, that's for sure. And we're getting storm weather here. Oh. Get back in the boat, please. Oh, but on target. I'm getting back in the water back in the boat for a second here. If they'll let me turn around, that would be nice. Okay, I can swim. I mean, as in, I can swim that distance. Blank, what direction are you going? Okay, I was about to ask if there's still more around, and there are. Did that thing just clip into the... Yeah, I do appreciate the long range on this boomerang, but it's starting to become a bit of a problem. Well, that didn't work. You're not wrong. Very good way to... God damn it. I thought I had that for a second. Nope. Alright, so... I'm gonna try a strategy I call piss them off enough to get them to come at me. And the game will reward me by thinking, oh, you want to target the one that's further away, don't you? Perfect logic. There you go. That's one way to account for the range, I guess. First try. I don't think I have first try in this channel as an emote, so... You know. I can't tell you all to spam first try, because... if it's not there, well... Alright. I think I'm in position to grab this now. Okay, that's number 6. Wait, what? Apparently it's not. Oh, I'm a little off to the side. Okay. Fuck out of here. I'm sorry, I was trying to put a thing away and it made me jump out of the boat. I'm more still responding to getting whatever the hell that was there before the Triforce chunk. Okay, now we've got number 6. Only 2. Only 2 left to go. Where... That's Starbelt Archipelago, I think, and one of them is to Reef, like right inside of the actual dome there. Alright, so we know where is Starbelt. Wait a second. Idiot. Yes, I am just an idiot. It's 1 to the north of Dragon Roost Island. Correct? Yes, 7 Star Isles, not Starbelt Archipelago, which is the one that's 7 islands, or 7 little chunks of rock in kind of a square and with like a Orion's belt set up with the other 3. And thank goodness our wind is still pointed straight to the north, so at least we can get there sooner or later. Later, yeah. Sooner rather than later, yes. There we go. Words are not easy. And it's very hard to script a stream. Hey, fish. Got nothing for you anymore. I don't think I have any regular fish bait anymore, actually. I could buy a little bit with my 24 rupees. Okay, so it's going to be a little hard to see those, but I think we're going in the right direction now. Got a couple of barrels. Those are not the exploding barrels that pop up in the, like, one place in the game where I know they do. And over here we got a couple more command towers. There's a ring out there. That is not the one we're looking for. But I am going to go look over at the chart. And yeah, it's like on the inside of the S loop here. Because it's backwards S. Which I'm sure you all noticed already, but I'm reiterating it so that I know. Oh boy, it's everybody's favorite. Log, log, log. Wait, no, that's something else entirely. And I've overshot this a little bit. Oh, I can't sword on the boat. Oh, what a jerk. Right when I was in the middle of drawing my bow. Get out of here. I was gonna say, can I bomb that fucker? I probably could, but not with my skill level, I couldn't. Go away, please. Speaking of going away, I'm going to handle this boat by not doing that. By, in fact, getting closer. Oh, it went down in 1. Did I hit it earlier? I must not have noticed. Oh, my cannon was up. See, I was expecting the cannon to still be up, so I got out of there I got out of the boat unnecessarily. Okay, I guess I just didn't see it very well. Or at all, perhaps. Are we in place? No, we gotta keep going a couple more inches here. A little more. Da-da-da-da-da. Number 7 of 8. And that last one we mentioned before is at 2 Eye Reef, which I may have to clear out beforehand just by virtue of the place being annoying. Because I'm not sure if I've ever shown it off on stream, but all 6 of the six-sided die reefs are like little bases. They've got a bunch of cannons and pirate ships and just piratey stuff hanging out there. So we're probably going to get bombarded while we're trying to do this if we don't just destroy everything in there. However, yes, for all of them, if you bust up all the cannons and the boats and everything, you can get... I think it's always a treasure chart for them, but still, you can get a prize. And that thing shows us the time. I've shown before. Okay, did time go backwards then? What a silly video game. Can we... Oh no, that just pops up the chart. Okay. Which is what I thought would happen, but I then noticed, oh, there's a little upper arrow over there. Is there something to this interface that I didn't know before? And no. I keep hoping for like a little mini map that I can see of the general area, but unfortunately, no. I could swear there was something you could do to get something like that, though, but I could be wrong. Unfortunately, this isn't Wind Waker HD, so if that's an HD feature only, then I'm out of luck. I don't own a Wii U, so yeah, that is a little outside of my pay grade, to put it nicely. Something I can't really do. Alright, so... As the talking head's saying, once upon a time, this must be the place. Let's get ourselves inside of these walls. And investigate how much crap we have to deal with. I'm assuming that it's going to be crap central. For example, this cannon. We want to deal with... Well, it would help if I remembered to do things correctly here. Alright, let me pull away. Cannons are non-moving targets, obviously, so it should be pretty easy to hit them. Is a joke I've told once because look at my aiming skills. Yeah, this is gonna take a moment. Okay, there's one more on the wall here. And it's being blocked quite heavily by a boat. What did I get hit by? Okay, their ship. Get in here and yeah. Okay, I did see that I got a hit in there, and it's pouring smoke. Doesn't seem to want anything to do with me, so I might just go back about my business here. Oh, you back for more, buddy? I think I deserved that. The fuck was that shot? However, it seems to have chased the other boat off. I don't know what their AI is, apparently. It's just sort of like, well, here's the decision I could make. And there we go. Triforce Shard number 8. It's just a loop around the rock. Yeah, I guess so. Well, that makes things a lot easier. Yeah. Alright, so we've got ourselves 8 Triforce chunks. And they apparently just fit back together perfectly all on their own. Do they, like, bond together just by each other's presences? Do we use duct tape? Well... Okay, Chief, before we go back to Hyrule, I'm going to go heal up. Hey, Zephy, how's it going? You having a good couple of days since the last time I saw one of Alan's streams? God, the emote. Bonk was so strange, wasn't it? Been doing okay? Good enough, good enough. I was gonna say, are we in the right place? I didn't see jack shit around me except for open ocean, and I was good. And I was gonna absolutely lose it if somehow my teleport got hijacked. Cause honestly, if that happens, well, you've hit a really strange point then. Alright, that should fill us up. And yes, we have a full complement of 4 fairies because I play video games extremely recklessly. And I'm probably going to need quite a few of them. Where's my boat? And thinking about Bonk being weird is reminding me that I have extremely little experience with the TurboGrafx 16, and that is something I should change at some point. In fact, my experience with them is so little that, like, I remember seeing one at one point. I don't remember playing on it at all. So, you know, let me just turn in my gamer card right now that my experience with the TurboGrafx is so minimal. Okay, let's get us a cutscene. Hey guys, check out my really cool looking Dorito. Hero of Winds. That seems like a pretty cool title. I'll actually take that over Hero of Time just by virtue of, like, sounds more interesting. Yeah, you know, could be done better. You don't have any experience with the TurboGrafx either? Well, maybe one day I will remember to play a game or 12 from it. So I don't think we have to go into the basement at all. We just have to go and try to cross the bridge and get ourselves into a boss rush and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and equip probably our 3 most useful items here. Although there's a bit of redundancy. Oh, okay. We do have to go into the basement. Never mind. I think. I'm going to assume because that is like the most reasonable place, I feel like. Because that's where we had some story cutscenes last. And needing to return seems like an important thing. Oh, I was expecting facial horror. Wow, Lank, did it take you that long to respond? Alright, so we get 2 of the, we get 2 of the black armor darkness here. And yeah, fighting multiple of the Dark Nuts is kind of rough, because of course the way you really want to deal with them, if possible, is to get that opening counter and then just start doing your thing. But with 2 of them, it becomes very hard to predict who you're gonna have to go after. And since these ones are like the final tier of these chuckleheads, they track you the best in terms of turning, and wow, they hit really hard. Wow! That's way worse than I thought. That's like taking 3 hearts a hit from these dudes? Wow. That is ridiculous. And I got caught out there because I was not prepared for a counter. Well, thank you for solving my issues there, one of them. So glad that the enemies are susceptible to friendly fire. I was going to be really upset if these spheres were both in the fire in a way that I could not retrieve their items, but I kind of goofed up getting some of that stuff anyway. So that was harder than the encounter with those in the Savage Labyrinth. Alright, so are we sealed in here? Do we have to... Do we now just leave, or are we going to have to come back and play the Song of Winds here? Because it's going to be anything, it's going to be that. That's become the Zelda's lullaby of the game. Alright, well, the electrical fence is down. So that means that we can go in this way. Correct? Okay, I do like that you have to, like, actually slash at the wall of dark mist in order to get the cutscene. That's kind of neat. Also, we've just got a P-hat hanging out in the overworld here. Oh, no golden feather for me? But what if I need those to use the Wonder Wing? Wonder Wing is a crutch. One day I will attempt to stream Banjo-Kazooie again. I've just got to make a note to put my N64 somewhere else, I guess. I'd say or emulate it, but my recollection is that Banjo-Kazooie does not emulate very well. I could be wrong about that. And N64 emulation has come a long way since I tried to do that. So I should probably not make an assumption. Alright, so now is when we're going to start getting the heavies, right? Hey, come on. It's quite a reach that fella had there. Alright. Should probably focus on grabbing those bombs, because I'm pretty sure that that's the main thing Well, I got full bombs now, never mind. Alright, so we've got one of the red armor dark nuts. This will be the not quite ultimate tier dark nut that we fought a whole fucking horde of at the end of the Savage Labyrinth there. But they certainly, that certainly wasn't anywhere near a challenge to those demon armor ones, huh? 2 keys hanging out there. And let's roll our way in here. And here we are at Ganon's Castle. I'm going to take another save. It's slightly unnecessary save, but a save nonetheless. And let's see what this place has to throw at us. Because I mentioned before, I don't remember... Well, I don't know if I said this or not, but I don't remember anything about this place except for the boss rush. Could be sort of like a general purpose, like, final exam type of dungeon, I guess. Grappling hooks. Well, we can't chain grappling hooks, so it's gonna be one of these things, right? That was not my best move. Can I just grappling hook from this distance? Well, maybe if the platform doesn't fall out from... Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, and then it kind of fell out from under me. I mean, grapple from here, yeah, so this is... Okay, I was worried there that I'd fallen a little short. Alright, don't go out from under me. Up. This feels like one of the very few times in the game where we've had to actually do this. I mean, we only took half a heart of damage. It is fine. In like 5 minutes, I'm gonna really want that last half heart of health, I'm sure. Alright, so I can't quite get far enough. A little lower, maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm going to try doing this time around. Unfortunately, I can't pop on the Deku Leaf, which is what I was going to try to do. I don't think I can do that in midair. Let's actually see if we can get a quick look at... Okay, no, there's nothing else going on. It's just this. It's a nice, very simple room. Again, I was really nervous that I was about to overshoot there by like 2 inches. Try that. Alright, so that's too low. But it feels like we're not getting the distance there. But that's like all we could possibly do. Because the water bottles, the solidifying effect doesn't last long enough. A happy medium. That's pretty good. But that is actually what we're looking for, so... Around the room. If this is like a one-way thing, and I'm supposed to come around from the other side, and I'm just bamboozling myself, I'm gonna feel like the biggest idiot. But that looks like it'll get us... Not quite. That looked like the right height, though. Just not enough distance. Go on, what's the idea? Throw a water jar onto the flame pillar locations. That's a good point. I've just kind of got to, Can I hit anything from here? I don't think I can hit anything from here, but we'll try for that. Not quite. However, we can make a bridge that we can walk to, so I'm going to realign one towards the middle. Fuck. Well, we gotta do it from there then. Okay. Alright, so pick that up. So these are moving in an obvious rotation forwards, right? Or forward and backward, basically. So let's try doing this. The best we can get, for sure, is going to be like this. Alright, come on, do your thing. Well, shit. Because now the problem becomes, if I'm going to do that, I have to get the jar way further out. And getting back and forth is just not going to be a thing, and unfortunately we can't, like, carry that on our back with the grappling hook. That would be too easy. Yeah, I'm just going to try a different room. That was actually what I was about to do before you had the idea to try throwing it at there. Especially after I said, oh, what if this is a one-way thing? Because I realized, yeah, it could be. That's a level design I've seen in Zelda before. I think. Yeah. I just don't know if it looked so much like it was not, but we'll find out. What's over here? Okay, so we're not gonna just smash this immediately. Oh. Well, that's double reason not to smash it immediately. We've got... So, I'm gonna take a guess that the 4 paths are all linked to the boss, the different parts of the boss rush that I mentioned earlier. Oh, that's just a regular bubble? You're kidding me, right? Like, really? That's kind of pathetic. Like, this is way, way easier than that other room, so I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Ring. Well, I mean, we just shoved the fairy into a bottle. I kind of understand that. All right, so come here, Professor Screechy. That bombs. All right, so one of these is gonna have a Stalfos, right? Because, you know, why not? I thought that would work. Okay, right, these aren't OOT bubbles. They don't care about your shield. Admittedly, though, I don't think I've ever tried that, so... Okay. Weighted switch? Yes. Called it. So... Shadow Chew in one of these sarcophaguses. And there it is. Alright. Ghost, come here. I don't need a jar. Alright, so we do this. Weigh that thing down. Just ignore all of these. Taking a fuckload of hits along the way. I don't actually think we took that much damage. So now we're gonna get this again. And my guess, if anything, well, of course, obviously it's another weighted. Oh no, I didn't even get to say what my guess was. My guess was gonna be that I would have had to have gotten one of the Shadow Chews from earlier in the level. And by level, I guess I just mean room, and bring it over here. But this time we're gonna crack open all of these. And we're just going to turn one of the chews into a statue. Pressure plate. Run. Ignore the stupid purple blobs. And get a skeleton to show up that we just ignore. You know what? Fuck you too, skeleton. Time to fight our first repeat boss. This'll be the big ghost, whom I don't entirely remember how to deal with. Oh, right. Yeah, so we just have no items equipped, apparently. That's interesting. And throw them into the spiky pillars. I don't know why all of our items got unequipped, but okay. Is it because I had the hook shot on and we didn't have that at this point? Yeah, I'm enjoying just the most ineffectual Stalfos ever there. Also, I accidentally picked up a skull. Those skulls are blending in a little too well with the floor here. Target? I definitely cannot target. Yeah, I'm really far away, so I can't. Stop blowing me into the spikes, please. Okay, target. Not quite. We can do that. Alright, go to the side. Have some more bowling. And again, having a surprising amount of trouble targeting the pose to try and boomerang them to get our attack pattern started nice and early there, but oh well that'll be why then, I guess. say, am I aiming properly at the spike pillar? But it appears to... That does appear to be the case, so I'll take it. Oh, I didn't quite get that one. Hey. Yeah, I'd rather you blow me away than affect me with the possession thing. Honestly, all considered, that should count as killing one of its constituent ghosts here. So we're almost done with this boss, I swear. This one is never short, unfortunately. Aim properly, please. Alright, well that was a nice quick freeze, so that's good. The trick seems to be not targeting during that phase. It still feels like it's useful against the separated pose. Oh, really? I was so close! Come on! That's just cruel and cruel. I'm not even gonna call it unusual at this point because really, it's kind of not. Alright, so around. Okay, so I just kind of goofed that up by virtue of spending too much time there. Alright. Dang it. This needs a light touch that I'm not very good at in the best of circumstances, or even on the original hardware. But as I've made clear before, this chucklehead needs to get off of me. Alright, sword out and shield out, and there we go. Alright. There we go. That was much better than my run of that fight in the Earth Temple, so I'll take that gladly. And yeah, we've got... Well, I guess it's only gonna be 4 of the bosses here. I guess it does make sense. That's where we just came from, isn't it? I guess it does make sense for us to not fight Godan, because that was just a construct in the Tower of the Gods. Well, you get yourself some rest, Mark. I know that that's not always an easy thing for you, but you know, try your best is like as much as I can say here. Also, our gear got unequipped again. That... And we've got more of the standards going on here for this place. Mulgara, I know, is a pretty dangerous boss that we're coming up on, so... yeah. Okay, so they're wanting us to relaunch here, I think. Did I not get high enough? Well, it's probably a good idea for me to start getting into whatever's in these pots, because I want... Seeing that level of magic doesn't make me particularly, it does something with my nerves, that's for sure. Oh, we can't quite clear that, but I don't think I had a very straight shot there anyway, which would, you know, cause problems, to say the least. Alright, so where's... Wow, I really couldn't see that chucklehead from there. And just look at my poor centering in general. Sheesh. Not covering myself in glory here. Also, I forget if I said it, but like, wow, the spikes really do just move really fast in this game, don't they, when they're like bobbing like that? Kind of dancing a little bit. Or I guess you could say they're just vibing. Okay, so we haven't used the hook shot in this room, so I assume I actually have to do that at the end here. Put that away. I guess I'll take out the bow in order to see better. Yes. Well, the fuck is stopping me from aiming up there? What, did Link get a shoulder cramp for a minute there? Alright. It's Mulgara time. Get some slowdown and we get the fucked up version of the music. Yeah, Sandworm, Dune reference. Okay, right, that's the center of the thing moving. I was like, what the fuck is this fucky graphical effect? I thought I had to fight baby Mulgaras. And I do! It's just that was the center of the sand hole moving. And I almost got bit. Ooh! Damn! I fucked that up real bad. Oofa a doofa. However, I'm doing a lot better at this fight so far than I did in the Wind Temple, that's for sure. Which is a good way to jinx it if ever I heard one. Yeah, especially if I get bit like that. I'm focusing too much on the ads. That is definitely a thing that I am fucking up pretty hard here. Right. Grapple. No, stop it! You son of a... Wow, he is like a little oversensitive. Basically everyone who's ever used Twitter. Well, okay, not quite true. Not literally everyone. Hey, Fire Drake, how is it going? Yeah, I know, I'm up doing this pretty late, but I started grinding out the cash, and I just eventually got to a... I'm sort of retelling the stream here again, once again. Which I've done like 10 times at this point. But I got really deep into the Savage Labyrinth, and I was like, okay, we're doing pretty good here. We got some bottles. Let's stream this and, you know, show off maybe. And I did, and I finished everything, and yeah. Okay, let's go into the... whatever the forest dungeon was called. I don't remember now. The big fucking tree. The Rayman level from hell. Alright, so I'm gonna have to take off the bow from my top option there pretty soon, because we're only allowed to fight the bosses with what gear we had at the time, so we're not going to be able to fight Calademos with the bow. Are we going to be using the sword that we had then, or what? I mean, that guy is not to be fair, Alan is not to be messed with when it comes to Vigi games. He might do it. He might do it, man. Oops. I fucked that up. Although, geez, I really gotta say I don't like these kinds of rooms because I can't see what's going on in terms of, there's no far sight. This is a big hole. Excuse me. In a weird way, even though I'm quite sure that there's not going to be any sort of like, you know, tricky gather the silver group thing. Just in time for the air quality to be improving on its own outside. Well, you know, I know this is not the thing you want to hear, but you never know when it's going to shit its pants again, so it's good to be prepared. I'm doing something wrong here, and I don't know what. I've got to be able to hit like a different air switch, right? Because this is barely working. They can't just want me to Deku Leaf through the whole room. That would be really silly. and would render the setting of this platform here pointless. Which is how I know that they don't want me to just do that. Should I just try to Deku Leaf to the spoon thing? The spoon thing, yes, that's what we're gonna call it. The spoon thing, also known as the phrase that Noah Antwiler has in his brain regarding his old YouTube career. Because you know that motherfucker is never coming back. Apologies to anybody who in this audience who might happen to be one of his fans, but it ain't happening. It's over. Okay, well that's one way to move these forward. Noah Antwiler is the guy who used to do the web series The Spoonie Experiment, which I think is one of the... I think he was a guy on That Guy with the Glasses way back in the day. If not, he did a lot of work with guys from that site like Linkara, even Doug Walker himself. And he was very popular in the earlier days of YouTube. But since then, he's, like, stopped doing things, and it's kind of a mess, and I'm sure that for a lot of his fans, it's a bit of a sore spot, too, because it was, there's been a lot of broken promises involved, basically. Watch this Phantasmagoria 2 series. Well, alright, so you get at least a little bit of an idea as to who I'm talking about. That is not one that I remember ever seeing. But I admit that I didn't really watch a whole lot of... It just was kind of not my bag, basically. Alright, so here's Kalidamos for the second time. Kalidamos is basically just low-budget Baronade. However, there is, like, one really cool thing about this boss that I like from a flavor perspective that I never got to show off, and unfortunately never will get to show off, in that if you bring, like, pure water from the forest and you just pour it on Kalidamos' core after you knock all the tentacles off the first time, it just one-shots it. Like, it has to be a very specific pool that you get the water from. It's special water. I think it's the same type of water that you take to the Koroks. The Koroks and their dead trees that are hanging out around the islands. But again, don't quote me on that. It's only something I've read about. I've never done it before. But it's out there, you know. Considering that aside from the Triforce, aside from the Triforce quest, this game is really well thought out. That really is one of those things that I would absolutely expect to see them do. Streamer bathwater, thank you. I'm pretty sure I would melt if you threw bathwater on me. Someone else's bathwater, I mean. And I mean, if it was from a streamer of some variety, like I would probably also be like, how much money did you spend on this? Because I imagine that it's priced to exploit horny idiots. We'll put it that way. Okay, so now this is the room that I don't know how to do this. Because this is not really very useful to our endeavors here. We can get to the second platform. And I can just throw it in the wrong direction because somehow I didn't see that I was facing there instead of where else. Alright, so we can do this. We can take one of these. I can goof up the jump because we get just short of where we need to go. See, using the grappling hook, we don't really get enough vertical purchase very easily. In fact, things are so dire right now that I'm gonna do something that I really don't like to do for just the story dungeons. And I'm gonna look up a guide. Like, for the extra shit, sure. For this, I don't like to do this. But here we are. Okay, so brief FAQ interlude over. I realize that I'm an idiot, and there's something that I can do with this that I've been forgetting to do this whole time. And yeah, don't worry, Red Bubbles, I know you're there, but I don't care. You still ain't delivered my t-shirts yet. Actually, I haven't ordered a t-shirt from Redbubble in a while, so that's not true. That's just a pun. Or a reference, if you prefer. Maybe at some point I will, but I get the feeling we can just pop these up. Can I get a heart, please? I'd like a heart. Because I can do this. I can do this, but I like to have full health at the time. Get up there. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Alright, so the dumb idiot asshole thing that I forgot to do is to climb this rope all the way up. And apparently I can just grab hold of the handle and then do this. I'm not smart. As we get on to our last boss refight with Goma. And yeah, you can tell we are very, very not well equipped here. As we again have to grapple onto Valu's ass, because for some reason, I guess that the dragon being here is just that important to the illusion or whatever weirdo thing is going on with this. Alright, face me. Do your thing. Get stuck. I wish we'd get stuck for longer, but sometimes we can only have so much. I have no idea, Fire Drake, but it's definitely, it's quite a thing. Ow. Get off me. Okay, stuck. Grab the tail. And I think after this is when we start actually pounding on the thing's butt. Also, nice little lava boost there that was completely unnecessary. Yeah, so here we go. Shell cracks off. Time for the actual fight. By that, I mean, let me grab a thing here. Don't. I was gonna say, don't amble into the lava like a fool. Two short combos and we're done. I think we get the Master Sword damage boosts for those segments, but I could be wrong. And we fill in the last little colored thing on that door. As we see the creepy pig maw. Oh, nice. That was pretty cool looking. Not gonna even tell you a lie there. And let's proceed into the rest of Ganon's tower. Okay, one random imp. Ah, it was a ruse, an ambush. A jape, a jive. Where's my boss? Come on. Let's wrap this one. You gave us a boss rush. Make the rest short, please. We got kind of a garage door going on here. Get these two side chambers. One, two, 3, 4.
Hey!
Ding dong. Hey! Do not overlook anything. Just a second. Alright, I'm back. I was grabbing a piece of chalk because I've got a chalkboard over here, so I'm going to do that to help. C shape. Person here. All right, 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay. So now we have to check if anything on it. Doesn't appear to be so. I'm going to attempt to... Okay, no, so it just sort of is a blocker of some description. Or not. Just falling. Okay, so we got Phantom Ganon going on here. And we get to play tennis. That one time I just absolutely goofed it up, and that's just me being bad at video games. Alright. Come on, just use your regular attack pattern, Chief. Do I look like I own a light arrow, buddy? Well, they'll just let me leave the room, so okay. Alright, so we return here. We went to the right. Okay. And this is where we solve the puzzle. And... to make things very easy on us, they actually zoom into the switches in the right order. Or in the order that we were showing them in the other room. Am I hitting these fast enough? What am I doing wrong? Alright, so we can't go that way. Now this is weird. And here. So look, in here we get the puzzle solution. We're told to remember this room.
Hey!
Did I overlook something? Brazier over there. Sort of servants who look. I'd post. Okay, I'm doing it the dumb way, I realized. And by realized, I mean I looked up. Gotta use the boomerang. Because otherwise, they don't stay lit for that long. Okay, yeah, I was worried there for a moment that, like, I wouldn't be able to... What do I want to say? Allow me to use English here. I was worried that it would try to hit switch number 4 a little too early. Climb into the boat. You are the boat, sir! Being silly now. Alright. I guess we gotta go deal with Phantom Ganon. Guess we'll refill our health while we're here. Sword hilts. So we want to go this way. Steve is what it's telling us. Okay. This is kind of neat in a way, because, like, you don't really know where... The devs don't know where the ghost is going to end up dropping. Alright, so now we've got more tennis going on here. One thing is that I way overmash on this attack, so... Gotta stay chill. Unfortunately, that's not a strong suit of mine. Alright, so to deal with this, I think we just have to... It would appear, from what I've been reading, we just have to do a charge a spin slash on it. And it fucking hurts. Could you, like, maybe make us not have to do this? Alright, undo it, please. That's the result of me charging up way too early. Wow! Fuck, this is getting tight. Alright. I would appreciate a place where I could heal. And also to never have to deal with that fucking red orb attack ever again. Which he opens the fight with, of course. What a absolute fucking tool bag! Who fucking designed this? Although apparently that did get some shots reflected there. Like, the tennis will take me a bit to get in gear. That red thing is just kind of malarkey. Because of how the spin attacking works in this game. And also because it's way too easy to get hit by it. And it's like, you have to put yourself in serious danger in order to even have a chance of making this work. Alright, fuck you, asshole. Just do blue balls. Come on. Fuck it. Jesus Christ. Actually, this is a much more workable attack pattern as well. Wow, that hurts. I wasn't expecting that to be so painful. But he's really bringing out everything. Fuck off! I hit the button, there's no... Like... Come on, at least deflect it at the ground instead... Oh my god. After like 3 times of hitting the ball but it not counting, Link, you're the worst swordsman ever. My grandmother is better at swords than you are. I did just say swords. Wow, I'm that level of angry right now. Alright. On stun, please. So, okay, I guess the hurricane spin does work, but I still think that attack is like the worst thing in this. Okay, so now we get to finish the fight, which we spent a lot of time with this show. Please make this relatively short. Door is not unlocked. Get an item here. We got the light arrow. Oh yeah, I forgot that it's like a whole entire different looking arrow instead of just the arrowhead. Well, actually, I guess it is a different arrowhead, but it looks a lot different than the other two. Here's pure evil itself. Alright. So, this is going to be the thing that we use to fight Ganon with, that and the sword. Again, I'm saying sword. I'm really turning into a person that I don't like much myself. Alright, I was the wrong button. I thought but also, yeah, one-shot kill Phantom Ganon. Beat it, buddy. Beat it and eat it. Wait. That feels like something else entirely. Alright, so we're gonna use this to smash down the big face door? Yes. Alright. save again, real quick. Wow, nice boomerang dodge there, buddy. And by dodge, I mean no-sold it, but same basic idea. Pot, can we get some more fairies? No, we can get more magic, though. To be fair, we're going to need that because I'm pretty sure that Ganon is going to be in the next room. And so we're going to need, yeah, light arrows, like, immediately. Alright, and there's our tier 3 Duck Nut. I don't necessarily know if that's true if they're like broken up into tiers like that or anything. I could just be completely talking out of my butt. But also, you guys taking a beating. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe those are the super toughies. And we get the torch moblins. Get out of here. For some reason, I feel like I should be surprised that there are not as many Wizrobes in this dungeon as there are. Because I would just kind of expect a lot of them for some reason. Alright, so here we go. We got, at the end of all of this, we got the two. We got two more of the Dark Nuts. Okay, I think we're gonna actually get to start the fight with full health. Yes, we are. Full health, full magic, full all of our stuff. Of course, we're already at full magic game. Full arrows again. That's useful, but that's what we're looking for is a fairy. The fairy who doesn't look very happy to be in a bottle that is like exactly the size of it. And again, I don't remember what this fight is like, so we will we'll see how this goes. Link definitely not being the stealthiest in the world here because he's still just wading through knee-high water. Gee, I wonder why. Oh wow, I always do Ganondorf with Zaku. Oh wait, no, he turned into a pig creature. He's got a definite form going on here. With some really freaky arms. And like some really funky tail thing. Alright, what do you got on the go, buddy? I guess it would be easier for me to actually, like, argue. Okay, so he's got... It's some sort of, like, a puppet creature we've got at the moment here. Boomerang, I need you to come back faster. He's trying to give us some rocket punches here. Alright, is that all the strings? No. Not at all. Oh, that was a surprisingly excellent throw. Not even aimed, and I still caught the bat on the rebound. That feels almost good. Okay, you like to let me get into a place where I can land a hit. Alright, so I see the big glowing ball thing at the end of the tail. Is that not what we're supposed to do anything with? Well, I guess glowing is a bit of a reach, but... Alright, the strings are back, so it's time to deal with those again, I guess. Alright. So, like, the problem is that I can't get a light arrow in there because the whole body is guarded, right? I'm just kind of not sure what to do with this fight. Which I'm sure is, like, infuriating some people out there. But also, I really don't want to look this up. Like, I know that I just sort of busted out something really unscrupulous with the Phantom Ganon and all of that, but, like, this, I don't know, it feels like I should be doing this legitimate. Can we try doing this? Alright, the hook shot doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. I can't really get in close enough to use the sword. Grappling hook? That doesn't seem to work. Am I just gonna have to land a thing from the proper angle? Get it? It's fucking boomerang. Taking your goddamn time, buddy. Alright, so let's untarget and not get the boomerang out fast enough. Okay, you know what? Fine, I am gonna look. I just really didn't want to look this up, but seriously? Okay, so it is the ball in the thing's ass, but really does not want me to. I mean, who would have guessed that it doesn't want me to hit it, but still. Link, knock another fucking arrow, you idiot! Like, don't just stand there looking sick, buddy. About time! Kinda hate this fight. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember this at all, and it's kind of horrible. Also, I'm not sure if this is actually the case or not, but I feel like I feel like the position of the ball is extremely unpredictable. I think it might just be that it has like this look of being like a billion physics objects, and that's making this illusion that it's worse than it actually is. Still. Alright, asshole. There's more forms than this, for sure. But they're gonna give us some fanfare. They can give us a refill between, that would be great too, but I'm not holding my breath. Especially not for a magic refill, which would be the thing that I really want. Alright, well, I found the target ball already. Shit, I was too slow. It's not even like ultra fast, I'm just slow. Ow. Get on my level, bats. Well, I think all those boomerangs to the face really fucked Ganon up because he's really doing this as an attack pattern? Are you kidding me, buddy? So this part might get kind of irritating because I don't know if this is patterned or not. And if it's not, it's basically just wait until he gives you the landing pattern you need. No, literally the only weak point that it has is the blue ball. Alright. Land. Preferably not completely on top of me. Oh, damn it. If I had just gotten up a little faster, I would have had it there. Signals the ball. Ow. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Alright, that was nicely done. Now we gotta do this. fuck! Yeah, see, now he's an actual threat, and now he's not calling out the bats anymore. The few mobs we're getting now are the little things that slow you. I was gonna say, those don't drop anything, but they do. Ow. I mean, I know that I shouldn't worry so much. I've got I got 3 fairies, but still, I don't really like the idea of being low health. Also, you know, thank goodness that they give you magic there. Struggle heads occasionally. Wait a second, was he just stunned from me hitting him in the face? It looked like it for a second, and I'm getting fucking comboed over here. Get off my... Alright, can you get off me? God, I'd rather play Faces of Evil than fight that boss again! Of course, we're not done yet. I mean, we knew that, but still... Alright, Chief, where are we supposed to do our thing? Somewhere you want me to hookshot to, I assume, right? This is what I get for not, like, finishing this game the last time I played it a couple of years ago. I don't remember how to finish this out. Plus, I mean, this guy gives us a rope here, and it's a very, very solid rope. was about to say, Link doesn't climb fucking ropes, but never mind. Surprised he's not yanking this thing off the off of the entire thing, because he's got the weight of the whole world on his shoulders. You can tell I'm starting to lose it a little bit here, because wow. I was not expecting this boss to be as fucking terrible as it was. Seriously? This is a thing we're doing right now? Holy fuck! I hope someone got fired over this part. Because, wow. This went downhill real fast. Alright, go into the middle this time. Now try to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Surely you want me to hook shot somewhere. Oh no, it's a grappling hook. Okay. It is a grappling hook, right? Maybe I'm not close enough to it. I have to be on the outer ring. One that doesn't fucking work right. Ooh, boy. Alright, so here we've got a couple of pots here, so this is going to be our little refill space between areas. I do like the feel of this, like, gigantic climb. I just don't like actually doing it. Also, it's very interesting that there's, like, this sort of very Eastern feeling look to a lot of these things. Or at least I kind of feel like there is. This sort of feels like something you might see in Mystical Ninja. I feel like. The one for N64, which I haven't played in a very long time. But now desperately want to, now that I've mentioned it. I also probably really wanted that fairy from my inventory and not my health there, but a little late for that now. Let's go across the rafters. Over here. A lot of it is because of the, like, the red and the gold, so it just definitely makes me think of that sort of aesthetic. Alright. Let's go into the blue screen of death room here and try and round this out. It's final boss time. I shall play you the song of my people. You know, it's starting to sound like if Ganondorf had just understood that he could fucking move, things would be fine. Like, he's a big, strong dude. Come on, just... Did he not have money? Did, like, the Gerudos not use rupees? Instead, they used copper coins, and nobody was interested. Like, what about Lon Lon Ranch? Maybe they'd have been, you know... Or were they huge racists? I mean, that's always a possibility. It always seems like that's something that should be discussed in this series, and yet here we are. And he just punched the sword out of our hands. You know, he could crush our skull like a grape. Come on, dude. Oh, so he's gonna rip our Triforce out? That should be pleasant. You know, for kids. I think hitting him with the mirror shield might still hurt. Where the fuck did you come from? I do like also that this is like the first time that we see the Triforce in the gold flesh in the series. And this is the closest that Ganon ever gets to actually claiming it himself. You fool, old man, I'm pot fish. I don't know what he's laughing about. You ever hear those stories about turkeys who'll just look up into a rainstorm with their beaks open and, like, almost drown themselves? Him laughing, that feels like that right now. You overslept. Yeah, that's one way to put it. The door. No. Also, he's got two swords. That's actually kind of neat. Alright, so... I did hear an input command there for countering him. And unfortunately, I keep getting myself caught out while he's... And I can tell there's some, like, hits going on, but I don't know how much actual... Another small thing that I haven't, like, said anything about is that I'm very glad that, like, you're so up and at 'em when you get revived. Alright, let me get some counters in. Come on. Ow. I don't have a good feeling about this round, you guys. Wow, he's really giving me the business here. Okay, Link, you were nowhere near that. Come on. He's just blocking everything. I've got to do something different here, clearly. Okay, so... Well, thank you for telling me that this deep into... After I pretty much wasted an entire fucking fairy on that fight. Thank you for... I mean, that was super easy once she told me that, and there better not be another form after this. We just stabbed him in the head. Come on. Yeah, he's toast. He better be toast anyway. Even his sword's turned into stone. And I kind of liked that fight because it was very active and very chaotic, but not in a way of like, oh, the snake is grinding into me constantly. However, the fact that she didn't tell me until I spent that much time fucking around that I had to reflect her arrow after she shot it at me, that just seemed like it stretched the fight out a little unnecessarily and, like, was bad, basically. And the moral of the story is, don't be mad at your ancestors for fucking up the world for you. Just make do with what you have. Looks out window. Birdman. This bird fella just find us. Where are we anyway? Oh. There's your pirate ship. And there's Errol. It's nice to see her again. So I guess the old man decided not to come with us. Oh well. Hey, it's Makar and Medley. They left those temples. I think they were staying in the temples, right? Well, I guess things are a little different, so, you know, it is what it is. And that, I believe, is Wind Waker. I almost did Link to the Past. That's real smart of me. The game is pretty good. There's a couple of weak points. Most notably the entire Triforce quest, which is just so bad that I'm really glad that they fixed that up for the Wii U version. And yeah, as I kind of alluded to, the plot is not to be read into too deeply, basically. Otherwise, you start realizing that it falls apart and doesn't necessarily have the greatest of morals or anything like that. But it's Zelda plot. I don't think they put that much work into that sort of thing. And with these credits going, I assume there's probably going to be some sort of after credit scene, so... But I will just say in advance, a big thank you to everyone who's watched this over the, several months that this took to get finished. Although I suppose that is in some way a bit of a stretch, because by several months I mean there was a several month break in between. Oh, I just looked over at the credits now, and I saw the name Robert Crombie. That strikes me as a very silly name for some reason, and I cannot adequately describe why. If you're watching this, Robert Crombie, I'm sorry. Or if your name is if you're someone else named Robert Crombie, or if your last name is Crombie at all. Excuse my yawn. It's like 12:30 over here. And here we go. Here's our post-credit scene. And there's Lank with his boat. I'll have to go chill with the pirates, because He can never go back to a normal life anymore, I guess. Oh, I get it. They basically made him their leader of a sort. The end. Indeed it is. Indeed it is.